Hi everyone. In this video, I will show you how to check SMTPS for delivery with AMS Input Mail Processor. You can check delivery on your IMAP email, so software could log in and check incoming emails. Remember that Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail accounts got IMAP disabled by default, and OAuth 2 that doesn't supported by AMS. So you have to enable IMAP for such accounts manually in web settings. When configure IMAP, I advise you to always enable Auto SSL and TLS. Also here in the settings, select the folder to be checked. In my case, it is only Inbox. After configuring IMAP, you need to set rules for processing emails. By what criteria, the software should understand that this is your email and what to do with it. Specify how you will identify the email, either by the content inside the email or by some header. For example, by the subject line. Then specify the rules for processing. For example, pull from address and save it to a file or mailing list. That's how I do it, but you can do as you like. I have created an inbox rule and will check by the subject line, "We need to discuss this topic." Other emails will be skipped. Then by rule, the software will pull the from header and save it to the inbox list. Note that when loading SMTP, you should enable the Use Login as from address option. Now start sending an email with the same header as specified in the processing rule to our IMAP that we added. To have the pulled emails added to the mailing list according to our rule, close the input processor when you are finished. Then the results will appear in the mailing lists. When adding to a file, it is not necessary to close the processor. Now you have a list of SMTP logins that inbox, in our case, to Gmail. This method requires third-party software to sort the list of SMTPS by the list of logins you received. So here is another method by which you can insert the data about the SMTP server into the email and save it to a file in the format you need. I keep this same method of identification based on the subject line. I only change the processing rule. We need to pull the contents of the email into a file. I'll show you from the beginning. Also set the file where to save the results. Now I need to change the content of the email we are sending. Let's specify macros that will insert data from the SMTP server. Note that inserting data can affect inbox, as many ISPs and filters send such emails to spam. As a result, you will have a file with a ready pack of SMTP that's sent to inbox. And if you need software to get SMTPS from mail&pass, you can buy it at www.csa.productions.